In an age where arrogance ruled the throne, kings abandoned Dharma and oppressed the innocent. Darkness spread across the land, and fear became the voice of the people. But destiny was stirring, not in the heavens, but within the heart of a sage. A storm was rising, silent, powerful, and unstoppable. This is the story of Parashurama, the warrior sage whose axe would change the fate of the world forever. Deep within sacred forests, where silence echoed wisdom, a divine child was born, destined to bring balance to a broken world. Born to sage Jamadagni and the virtuous Renuka, the child carried divine purpose in his very soul. From the moment he opened his eyes, it was clear this child was no ordinary being. Power flowed through him like fire within stillness. He was the sixth avatar of Vishnu, born not for peace but for justice. Named Rama, his destiny would shape him into Parashurama, the warrior who would carry divine wrath in his hands. Through intense penance, he sought divine power. Standing unmoved, he meditated until even nature bowed to his will. Pleased by his devotion, Shiva himself appeared, radiating cosmic energy and divine grace. From Shiva's hands came the Parashu, the divine axe that would become the symbol of justice and destruction. From that moment, Rama was no more. The world would now know him as Parashurama, the unstoppable warrior sage. Across the land, power turned into arrogance. Kings forgot their duty and ruled with cruelty, crushing the weak beneath their pride. Among them rose Kartavirya Arjuna, a king blessed with immense power, yet blinded by pride and greed. King Kartavirya Arjuna, a mighty ruler, traveled through the dense forests with his grand army. He arrived at the peaceful ashram of sage Jamadagni. The sage welcomed the king with humility, offering food and respect, unaware of the storm that had entered his sacred home. All this abundance came from Kamadhenu, the divine cow who fulfilled every need with her celestial power. Seeing her power, greed consumed the king's heart. Desire replaced respect, and he demanded the sacred cow. But the sage refused, standing firm in righteousness. This denial ignited fury within the king. Blinded by rage, Kartavirya ordered his men to seize Kamadhenu by force, shattering the peace of the ashram. But Kamadhenu was no ordinary being. From her divine energy, an army emerged to defend the sage. Battle after battle, the king's forces were defeated, yet his arrogance refused to bow. In a final act of cruelty, the king struck down sage Jamadagni, staining the sacred ground with blood. The ashram fell silent, Kamadhenu was taken, and grief echoed through the forest. When Parashurama returned, he saw the destruction, and in that moment, grief turned into unstoppable rage. With eyes burning like fire, he picked up his axe and vowed to destroy the evil that had taken everything from him. Like a storm unleashed, Parashurama marched toward Kartavirya, his wrath shaking the very earth beneath him. The battlefield erupts as Parashurama faces Kartavirya Arjuna. Steel clashes, thunder roars, and divine power ignites the sky. The battlefield roared as the mighty king attacked with his 1,000 arms, unleashing unimaginable power. But Parashurama stood unshaken, channeling divine energy through his axe with unmatched precision. In a final, thunderous strike, the mighty Kartavirya Arjuna fell, his arrogance shattered forever. With justice served, Parashurama reclaimed the sacred Kamadhenu. But victory did not bring peace. The fire within Parashurama still burned, demanding justice across the world. With fire in his eyes, Parashurama began cleansing the earth of tyranny. One by one, the corrupt fell before his divine wrath. Again and again, he waged war against corrupt rulers, 21 times, cleansing the earth of tyranny. The rivers ran red, bearing witness to the fury of Parashurama. The earth trembled as justice came at a terrible cost. The world trembled before the unstoppable force of Parashurama. Even the mightiest kings bowed to the storm he had become. His name became legend. People bowed in devotion, praying to Parashurama, the warrior who became divine. At last, when his purpose was fulfilled, Parashurama laid down his weapon and chose the path of silence. He vanished into meditation, beyond time itself. Yet his presence never truly left the world. For when Dharma falls again, legends say, the warrior with the axe will return.
Thanks for watching.